Good morning, free folk. It is Tuesday, bright and early, and I kind of crapped out on you on the EOD yesterday, but that's okay because not much has changed throughout the evening. And a little sip of my coffee to get me started. And while I do that, you guys can go and hit the subscribe and hit the bell and hit the like because the tipping goes a long way. We're off grid trading, and right now I'm on a sailboat chasing the summer and trading. That's why my stream sucks. And you can catch my EODs, which are my end of the day videos, and you can catch my morning market meeting to get yourself ready for the day. You can check me out, try to stream. That's why you hit the bell, because the bell will let you know when I can get things up, and maybe you can catch me in a trade or what have you. So leave a chat, drop a note, give a like. Your participation goes a long way. Um, so let's just get right into it. We'll take a look at the SPX. And yesterday was a relatively flat day. We where are we? Here we are. So we started off with a little jump up, and then we traded down. We had that strong sell off at the end of the morning, and that I believe is Europe coming off the box. And then we just consolidated the rest of the day, and we behaved pretty much like we did on Friday. And I think until we get some catalysts, we're in a consolidating market. We can definitely consider that a consolidating market. We have a little hammer here. We can consider some bullish, but I'm going to be watching this trend right here, which is really kind of a head and shoulders. So you got, a little inverted trend reversal right here. And now it looks like it made this move up, and it's doing a little head and shoulders. So it's probably going to sell off. And I think we're going to be stuck in this range for a little bit. But that's all right. I mean, there's a little opportunity for bullishness in this market. Even if you look at the dailies, we're trending up. But here we have a bit of a divergence. We're looking at a high here. Well, not even a divergence, a trend reversal. That we have this high, and then we made a lower high right here. All we have to do is break this low to make a lower low, and we're in a downtrend. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And that's okay, though. The market has run up quite a bit. We could use a good consolidation for a little period of time and then move into the Christmas rally. So I don't think we're going to get too aggressive a pullback in this. Maybe a nice consolidation. Maybe we'll challenge that 570 mark, which is 100 points, but I don't feel we're going to see it in one day like we did in September or October time. So we'll keep our eye open on it. Let's take a quick look at Apple. Apple's trading kind of like a confusing market and in a consolidation. This is a 60-minute chart. So we're just going to have to let it find its way, maybe get a few trend lines, and you could play it on the breakout of some trend lines. Look, we're just consolidating. We have this support right here that we're going to hold. Don't really recall what we did with this line. I think that was probably on a weekly, but let's get rid of that bad boy. You could run a line. From that, look for a breakout there, but this just looks like it's in a consolidating pattern. I bet if it breaks out, it'll probably test that high and then go back into that consolidation right there. So Apple's just a wait and see kind of thing. Google is doing the same thing basically. Just consolidating right now, trying to figure out what its next move is. So you could just keep an eye on it, draw your trend lines, and you could trade there. You could watch this right here. What happened? You could watch that line right there for a break to the downside, but that's not a great trade. You're trading into this mess. Really, I'd be looking for an upside move or just sit and wait on the security. And Amazon is doing the same exact thing. Amazon 2 is in a consolidation. So everything's just kind of consolidated. I kind of suspect that that's what this year is going to look like. It's going to look like a very muted, consolidated market. We have a strong economy and weak leadership, and I think that it's going to just equate to a muted market. Not a lot of gains. Hopefully, we don't have any debacles, and might be the year for the income trader. Netflix is considerably weaker. And I just let Netflix do a little bit of trading off. In the meantime, it was weaker yesterday. That looks like a bear flag, but look at this divergence right here. Look at that high. Look at that high right there. So I'd let it trade off a little bit, let it seep into a consolidation, and get ready for the buying. Right now, I think everybody should be sitting on a little cash and let this consolidation fade out. Or if you're in your positions, just hold them. If you're doing dividend positions, it's a good time to chip away and just collect the dividends. Facebook is a little stronger. Yesterday it popped up, held on to its gains a little bit, traded off a little. Might be might be entering consolidation right here. This just looks like it's going to sell off. Maybe close that gap a little bit down the road, but stronger than the other securities. And Microsoft. Microsoft's just hanging in there. They're stronger. Held on to the gains yesterday. I think this is just going to be the last of the techs to fall. So on the daily, I don't see anything. I would also just stay away from tech right now because bonds are moving up very aggressively over the past couple of days. And then NVIDIA, no video. These guys' earnings are due out shortly, I think sometime this week. So I'm assuming it's just going to stay in consolidation until the earnings, and you can do your earnings play. I don't know how they historically report, so I wouldn't know which way to play them. I really haven't focused on any earnings plays since this summer. I've been too distracted, but I have a couple of good strategies for playing earnings that I may share with some free folk down the line. Pretty consistent money makers. Actually, if you're wrong, you make a little bit of money. If you lose, you make. If you're right, you make a whole bunch of money, which is not a bad way to play the market. So anyway, that's my spiel for the morning. And right now, what are we looking at? We're looking at a slightly lower open, a muted market again. I wouldn't be surprised if we trade the same way we did yesterday. We don't have a lot of news out there. I think, actually, you know what? Let's do some news while we're here. Yeah, we're looking at retail sales, which I expect that to be a strong number. Even if you're speaking to your family, I mean, I'm talking to my family. They said they're in malls. People are spending money. The malls are packed. Yeah, you know, and I'm talking about New York, which these are the biggest prima donnas in the country. I mean, these guys are afraid of, you know, their shadows running for flu vaccines. So, and I mean, they're so strung out about masks and the coronavirus. It's incredible up there. I mean, you know, down south, I think there's a healthy respect for the for social distancing and coronavirus, and people. The theory on masks is kind of shared. I mean, everybody who's comfortable in a mask wears a mask and protects themselves, and that's fine. Some shops insist on it, some don't. The ones that do, people who don't normally wear masks will put on a mask to go into the shop and respect their request. There's a tremendous amount of respect that I'm finding down south for everybody else's needs or wants for coronavirus. In New York, gotta love them liberals. It's my way or the highway. So, yeah, I don't want to bash. And, dude, I'm in New York. I mean, I grew up there. I just didn't realize how ridiculous it was until I left, which I didn't really leave. I have ties there, but when I go back, I just can't wait to get out. So we got housing starts. Good indication on how the economy's going. The economy looks strong, but shit is going through the roof. Prices are going through the roof. And our idiot president stands back and goes, boy, have you ever seen gas prices so high? Yo, do something about it, man. Yeah, release the oil reserves. Subsidize the trucking industry. Something. Do something, man. Give us a plan. Oh, yeah. And we call Trump an idiot. So, anyway, but at least Biden speaks nicely and the rest of the world likes him. That's what's important. So, all right. Anyway, while I alienate whatever subscribers I have, I appreciate you coming in, stopping by. Check me out. Check me out at 9:30. I'm going to try everything I can to get the stream up. And it stays up for a while, but, eventually I guess the sun moves and I lose it. So you get to see something. Maybe you participate in a trade. You could drop me a line, chat with me. If there's something you want me to look at, let me know, and I'll take a look at it. Give me a general idea of how you're investing in it, what time frames you're looking at it, and what your goals on it, and I'll be able to give you my opinion on what I would do with it, not what I suggest you should do with it, because only you can determine that, but I'll let you know what I do with it. Anything else you want to talk about? Want to get into politics? Rip me an ass? The door's open. I love the content. So everybody, just remember, when you're trading, you got to be calm and cool. I suggest you do a little meditation before the market opens and be at peace when you trade. And good luck trading.